In my career at CCL, I've seen so many people transformed by their leadership development experience, from military officers to corporate executives to superintendents or community activists. You name it, we've touched so many lives. One recent story that stands out for me is about a group of nonprofit leaders who work in Kansas City. They went through a 16-month fellowship experience that was funded by the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation in large part. And those young leaders were all aspiring to the top leadership positions in their nonprofit, health-oriented organizations. So as part of their experience, they were required to take on a project in the community because we knew that for them to be ready for senior leadership roles, they needed to be able to collaborate in the community and work across the boundaries that exist among their agencies. So this group had to figure out in what way could they affect change around the health of the citizens in their community. And they were passionate about affecting change around childhood obesity. And so one of the critical issues around childhood obesity in lots of cities around the country, and certainly it was an issue in the urban areas in Kansas City, are the fact that there are not stores that have fresh produce, fresh vegetables available to people who live in, for instance, public housing projects. So how do these folks eat better, eat healthier, and reduce the obesity factor in their community if they can't even get access to fresh food? This was not an easy task, not an easy challenge to solve, but through the course of the program and the things we taught them, they figured out how to create a public-private partnership between the City of Kansas City Housing Department and a local grocery store chain, and got those folks to agree to put in an order online kiosk at this housing project. They educated the citizens of this housing community about how to order the food online. They reduced the fee for ordering and delivery of the food online. They educated them about the kinds of things they could make with fresh produce and vegetables, in some cases foods these folks had never eaten. And they arranged for a centralized delivery system. So once a week, the fresh food would be delivered to the housing community. It was so successful that the city funded it way beyond the fellowship experience these folks had. And they learned so much about how to partner and collaborate and create change in their community. This is the kind of ripple effect that donations to the Center for Creative Leadership can have, because without our ability to subsidize that kind of leadership development for nonprofit leaders or educators, they simply wouldn't have access to it. And that kind of social change that we so need across this country wouldn't be as possible. So I ask you to donate to the Center for Creative Leadership. I've been doing it every year for the last 15 years, and it's stories like that that make me do it.